Hi, I'm back. This is FlorasPlaceShop. How's everybody today? Well, we're going to concentrate on that Easter swag that I promised you. Oh boy, have I been sliding from the seat of my pants lately. But anyway, the last one I did was the Valentine, and that was just I had something in my stash and I was putting something on my door and a little bit of black and everything. I wasn't feeling that good that day and I was trying to do the best that I could. So I was all over the map. So I have to apologize for that. You know, everybody has a reef day. So that was one of my days. I was just getting over a cold and my head still felt cloudy. So I apologize. I'm thanking for all the love everybody's been showing me. They've been showing me a lot of love, and I really appreciate that because I thought I was going to quit. But anyway, I'm not. My friend said, no, you keep going. You're doing good. So anyway, we've cleared off my table and we put in some Easter. I went out yesterday. Look at this guy. Isn't he cute? I bought him from Home Sense. And I got this guy from Home Sense. And I got this guy from Home Sense. And I'm going to try these in a wreath from Home Sense. Isn't that pretty? And I even got this Easter basket with all these burlap Easter carrots. So I'm really happy with that. So I wanted to show you that. So we're going to get right into it. Now, this is my swag. It's a big one. I didn't realize how big it is. So we're going to have fun today. Holy moly. So, yep, let me just cut this off. Holy jeez Louise. You're going to say, how the heck do you afford this? Okay, I'm keeping all my tickets. $29.99. Go figure. Just for the swag itself. But I'm sure I got it on a discount. I'm going a little dry today. It's warm where we're at. We're in Crystal Beach and it's about 5. So it's lovely. So anyway, so what I've done is in the back, it's so easy. You can just make a circle. And if your door, you want to put another one down here. You want to make another circle here to put on your door. Or you could do a lot with this. You could go on an angle. I'm just wondering. Instead of going up and down, wouldn't that be cool if we went on an angle? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I might try that. I'm going to try it. Because everybody does up and down or the circle. But I've never seen one on an angle. Why do we have to be like everybody else? We're different here. We fly by the seat of our pants. So I'm going to try that. What the heck? I got all day and you're with me? There we go. So look it. I've got some mesh that I got from Michael. Now this is really pretty. Okay? And it's got some gold in it. But then when you put it, you can't really see it, right? See it more like this. So we're going to use this in here, right? And then, whoops, I've got some rabbit ears. I got a little rabbit and I was thinking of doing this because I couldn't find a rabbit with big ears, but you always see little rabbits with big ears. They're kind of funny and cute, right? And you want your wreath or your swag to look cute. So maybe he's going in. I don't know. We'll see. But I love my burlap. And I'll tell you why. This looks really good because look what I got at Michael's. So I'm going to put the mesh in. And then I might not use a lot of mesh. And I'm going to use the carrots too. And I have a lot of florals here. And really nice greenery. And I have my bows, so I'm going to make my bows. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to start out with mesh first, and we're going to go from there. And I'm just looking for, okay, so let's start. I'm just going to let it drop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and gather it like this. And this is why I always say, oh, look at my nails. Look at her nails. But I'm going to gather it like this. Now you can use your wire for your ribbon. You could do that. And I prefer to do that. You don't need all of it. So I would just pull it down a bit, right? And then I squeeze it with my nails because it's so easy. And I'll just give it a couple turns. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Snip her off. And keep the rest of it for your other bows. You don't like the waist here. And then just trim it off. You know, I always like to trim it off. It's neat, especially if you're selling this. So this one, it'll probably go into lasting impression in Ridgeway. Sarah. And she owns that beautiful shop I've been talking about. I hope you guys looked it up because it is gorgeous. So I'm going to start and I'm just going to go wherever I want to go. Flying by the seat of my pants. So I want to put it so it's in the back so nobody sees it. So I'll start up there and I'll leave it with a little bit. And you know you can use this. Now all this greenery is a lot of greenery in this swag, like very Christmassy, and people be like, well, you know, it's Christmas is over, but you can use it. You can use it. Okay? So I'm gonna look at my bubble, right? Now don't forget, if this is going on a door, you don't want it too big, but you want it big enough that people see your wreath. And they'll say, where'd you get that beautiful wreath? And you're going to tell them Flora's Place Shop. Yeah, I like working with this. Now, if these are long, look at how long they are. If they're too long, and I only give it one good, well, I give it 2 turns, and then I separate it. If these are too long, then you could snip them, but I don't think so. You need to. Just got to bend them. Oh, and they feel so good. You know, I was telling you about all my greens feeling good. Oh, I'm so particular on my greens. So I'm going to go over here because I want to cover a lot over here. So I'm going to move my easel a bit. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to tie it over here. The little one here. That's perfect. And this guy's in my way. So I just tie it 1, 2, twice. So you know it's there. It's locked in there and it's not going anywhere. So there we go there. Now I'm going to come right here. If you need to put a piece up here, I might put another piece up there at the end. We'll see how much I've got and see how it looks, right? So I get that guy right in there. Yeah, so how's everybody today? Oh my goodness. So I have to tell you, I'm leaving in 2 weeks and I'm going to Cuba, and I'm going on, they have the resort that I'm going to. I'm just looking. Now it could be like this too, so I might want to bring it down even more in here. They have these most beautiful flowers, so I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to video, and because I do beach stuff, I'm going to video the water and what I see and everything so I can share it with you guys, because you know that's where you guys get a lot of inspiration. Like that's why I said when I bought this, my girlfriend said, what are you buying all that for? I said, because I get inspiration. And then my viewers and And everybody that's watching me, they get inspiration too, and it's fun, right? Now that's starting to look really pretty. So I'm just gonna go see how it is here. I'm gonna go down here, trying to find, okay, go right there. Now this is still fun for Easter. I know I made the other Easter bunnies, and if you want, my son is behind the camera. He can scan over the Easter bunnies over there in the corner. That's my yellow one and my pink one. They're on my Etsy shop. 2 of them are sold, but I can remake them. My everyday wreath, my beach wreath. But curbside pickup, you can message me. I want to do that, but I don't have any. No, that's not gonna look nice. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna swing up. Whoops. We're gonna swing up this way. We're just gonna tie it in. Like you'll get in there and you'll feel around with your fingers, and that's why I was kind of like my nails, because I can feel everything. Okay, so I've tied that up second time, and I just give it a little, you know. So, and I'm almost, you know, when you're making your ribbon and you're turning it so it goes the other way. Okay, this is what I'm doing with this. I'm turning it the opposite way. Because if I went this way, you would see it like that. No, I don't want it looking like that. So I'm going to go in here. I like the bubble. I like the bubble. I didn't realize it was this big. But I got a lot of stuff to put in it, so you know what? It's going to work out just fine. Gonna look beautiful. See, now I'm swinging up again. And I'm just gathering it with my fingers, my helpful nails here. I'm trying to find one that I could tie. There's one. Okay, this is good. Now I can pull it through, hide that one underneath, and pull it through. Okay, so pretend that wasn't there. So how's that look so far? Now I might not need some up there. Now it can look good this way, or it can look good that way. You guys let me know, because I want to know, because I can put a bow here. I can put a bow up here, but I can put my bunny. I can put my bunny in there. My little bunny in here. Or I'm going to do just the burlap maybe. And without the bunny. Well, we'll see. I'm going to cut this off and I'll be right back. So I cut it off here, and I'm going to just use a zip tie, and I'm going to trim it up nicely, and I'm going to put it down into the swag, because you want it really nice down in the swag because you're selling it. So anyway, I've got my wire that I usually use when I'm making my ribbon. And what I've done is I tied the little bunny, his ears back, just glued it with the glue pen, put a little bit of glue there, because I'm going to put in the big bunny ears and try to make them look, you know, like a bunny with big ears, so it looks cute. Not only does it look nice on your door, but who's ever coming to your house and has children, they will say, oh, look at that, Mom. Look at the big ears on that bunny. So I'm going to put this into the swag with this, and I put it around the neck, and I'm going to just do one little or two, and I'm going to place them right in the swag here. So I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. Flora's Place Shop. Did anybody check out my pink glasses? They match my pink glasses because I'm doing all pink today. Anyway, we got the little bunny in, and so then I decided that I took the ears off of the big. Here we go. This is how they came. Okay, so I want this bunny to look like he's got big floppy ears. So I'm gonna put them in here. Okay, so I'm looking at him, and I trimmed around his eyes a little bit so you could see his eyes. You just have to trim them around there and comb his little hair up, you know, and if you want to trim around there, that'd be really, really good. So I want his ears to come out here so they look kind of cute, right? So what I'm going to do is put them in the glue pan, and I made my bow because I've never used this. I've had this in my stash for a while, so I was picking up on the colors, and I know there's gold in here, but it's sparkly. So I thought, well, maybe I could put a lovely bow down in here. What do you think? So if you like it, give me a thumbs up and tell me that you like it, or should I put it somewhere else? But I've got the bunny ears going up here. So what I did was I made my bow, and I used my wire, and then I pressed it down, and then I got my zip tie, and I'm going to go through on the other side, and I'm going to secure it so it does not go anywhere. Once you secure that, that's tight. You see that? So yeah, so that's why, and I chose those colors because I'm going to go in with some of this. So the beige is the beige, the pink is the pink. There's some green in there, but we're going to put our greens in. We're going to put our flowers in. Now there's a lot here, but we don't have to use it all. We're just going to go one step at a time, and we're just going to build it and see what is pretty and what is not. And then I have some burlap carrots. Oh, that bunny is going to just be jumping in there, looking through the bush for his carrots. The last time it was the Easter bunny with the eggs. Now it's the carrots. So give me a few minutes, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to try to mount these ears. Because I would do it right now, but I'm just going to give me a few minutes. I want to see where I'm going to place it. I'll be right back. Hi. So I've decided that I am just going to fly by the seat of my pants like I usually do, and we're going to put these on together. So there's a little wire in there, and I'm going to get the glue right under. There's a little bit of glue here I'm putting on here. You say, what the heck is she doing with all that glue? But I am going to just go right in there. And I'm going to hold it, because now I know I can feel that it's hit the swag green, and it's right in there, but you got to hold on to it for a bit. You know, like I want to make sure that it's going to stay. And then I'm going to fix all this up here. You're not going to see it. So in the meantime, we did a beautiful bow. And this was a swag. And I cut it in some pieces because I don't think we're going to need all this. But we don't use it in this wreath. We'll make a 14-inch wreath. I can make a 14-inch be a 20-inch wreath. That's how you build it, you know? And I just got a nice shipment in, and I've got all new flowers and really nice greenery. Okay, we're talking a nice greenery. I am so happy when I feel that, and it doesn't crunch like paper. I am in heaven. Okay, so and I can hear that crunch. And you want to see those cute little eyes. I got him. We were at Home Sense last night. And my girlfriend went out, and we went shopping for greens. Because I went to the greenhouse. Remember, I was telling you I couldn't wait to get to the greenhouse at 9 o'clock in the morning because they were renovating. This is the greens I got from them. These are the greens I bought from Home Sense. Now the color, I wish it was different, but you know what? I can do a lot of beach stuff with this. So you just gotta mix your colors. You gotta give a little green and a little more green, and you know, your colors will come together. Now, I'm going to step back with my easel and turn it here a bit and see what's going on. Want them on an angle. So that looks good. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting this in. And like I told you, I bought this at Michael's. 6 feet. Oh boy, 24 bucks. But like I said, you could probably get 2 wreaths out of it, maybe 3, depending on what else you're using. And this is the mesh left over. So you can do another wreath with this for sure. You know, you could do a small version of this. You could just do a 14-inch. I'm using a swag because I told you the last time I had a swag sitting here. I was like, every time I looked at it, I said, I told them I was going to do it, so here I am, and I'm going to do it today. Hi, everybody. I'm playing around here, and I decided to put this bow in. So now I've turned over my swag, and like there's so much here, but you can just press it down, and I'm going to show you where I got my tie down, my zip tie, right in there. So I can barely push it. So my nails just got it. Oh, good. Well, now you can't even see it. There you go. And if you want, you can put a little bit of glue right there, which before this is shipped out or goes to the store, I look over it. I shake it, make sure nothing falls out and everything's supposed to be. So I will fix that. But because we only have so much time, I'm on camera, so yeah. So there we go. There we go. Okay, that's up higher. Woo! Too high for me. I gotta work with that guy. There. Okay. He looks like he's falling down. So I had to turn it over. So now you can fix your bows. And this is such a beautiful ribbon. Oh. And I love this ribbon because it has little, not hair, but little fluff, little stitching, and that reminds me of the little pink bunny. I'm gonna fix his ear, but I want to fix my bows, always fix your bows. I go to somebody's house, they got a reef on the door, and they don't fix their bows. It's like, how long have you had that reef out there? So I go, I ain't coming in the house and fix your bows. So, yeah. So I'm trying to make tails because I like them long. But then if I need to snip them, I can snip them after, you know? So I'll play around with them more. I'll play around a lot more with my mesh. And he's got to go a little bit higher. I can see. There. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn him just a little bit to me. Can everybody see him? Standing right in your way all the time. You have to say, Flora, move out of the way, for God's sake. We want to see that bow. Okay. So I will be fixing that, but I do love bow. Okay, and the bunny, I gotta kind of walk around before I start putting in any of my green or anything else. I want to look around and see. He's good. He's good. Him later. Okay, we're gonna start. We're gonna add some of this material that was a swag. Okay, so I'm looking at that. I'm not gonna put it there. I might put it right back in here. So watch your fingers on this one because it's just a piece of string. But if you put it on the material, then you can push it in your swag. So we will push it in here in our swag. So that's one there. I'll probably put another one up in here, but I have to move. Want to make sure I have enough in here. Yep. And then there's some you could go up in here. You go along here. So I am going to get the back of my material. See there? A little bit of glue. There we go. We're going to get it up in here. I'm going to put it up in here so it comes down in here. And you might want to bend that down there after, but it's in there. Once it's in there, even if it's hanging, I could put more glue down in there, but that's fine like that for now. And some up there. Okay. Good boy. Oh, don't you hate that when that happens? Okay, so we'll go right up in there. Get it right up in there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit here. Use another thin one. Sometimes you got to be gentle with it. Because you want to do a good job. You don't want anybody to come back and say, well, geez Louise, you know, like, I'm like, okay, let's fix it. But I've never had that problem. Because I really, before they leave my house, I check them all. So now I'm looking at this, and this is a bit, I might have to cut this one in half too. But that's okay, I can do that. So I'm just going to cut it. It's on a burlap piece of string. Perfect. So I'm going to take a little. I know exactly where it's going. Right up in here. I'm tucking it right in behind. And then I'm going to take my nails, find it, and I can kind of feel it because it's warm. So then I press down with my thumb. Yep, I get it. Put a little bit of glue, and I just press down like that. Yep. And then you can fix it after. You're going to fix it. You're going to play with it. Okay. And something in here. But then I was thinking up here too. But yep, see, because there's something over there, I'm going to put something in here too. Okay. I'm going to go behind, inside. So you just get a peekaboo. Okay. Now, I've got some on the side here, and there's enough room here. And don't forget, it's on an angle. It's going to go on your door like this. This is the bunny. The bow is here, and the swag is on an angle. So check that out. You can come really close. My son. You can come really close and show everybody this. So, if anybody, hi. Oh, it's so, oh, thank you so kindly. I love the colors. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, so if you can get closer. And then we're going to go in with all the other stuff, the burlap stuff. I still have another one, and I can cut in half. But I'm gonna start looking at my floors and see where I'm gonna go with everything. I'm gonna try these two. Okay? So that's just, I gotta turn it a bit because I just want to see where I would put one up there. How's that look? No, I don't want to put it like that. That one's fine. Maybe this one over here. There we go. Okay, I found two places. We're rocking. I don't know what's wrong with this glue. This part of the pan, this is like thick. And this part over here is like, okay, that's what I like. Because it's easier to work with. Okay, I'm going to go down into the swag. And, oh. And I'm going to just push it. And then you can see strings everywhere. Sorry. And then that guy's right down in there, and I got him on the mesh too. But I might want to put him a little higher up so you can see him. Like, you want to see something. I can even stick this in the glue pen. Look at that. So down in, got a perfect shot there. And I'm just gonna hold that for a bit. Now my bunny ear looks like you need some help. Poor little Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Look at that little guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix this because it's in his face. And we're gonna have to fix that. And like I told you, I'd fix that underneath because this is a swag. You don't want, yeah. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's see about our green. We still have a piece of this left. Gotta know exactly where, you know, don't want to get that in its face. So I'm gonna have to play around with this too. I'm gonna look at our greens. Let's look at our greens, the greens that I've been talking about. Okay, so we've got a lot of different colors going on, so that's good. I'm just gonna trim that guy down. And sometimes they even have little grooves here. And they're little grooves, and that's where you can cut them if you wish. Okay, so I'm going to start with some of my greens. I'm going to cut all this greens down. This might, now you can bend them. So you might not need to cut every one. You might want to bend one this way, that way, but they do bend. This is what I mean. These are good. Okay, I'm going to show you the difference. This is okay. This is good for little peekaboos, and the color is fine too. You know, it brings up, but there is a difference. There is a difference. There is a big difference. But you know what? We work with what we got. I've been struggling trying to find greens, and then somebody messaged me and told me where they saw some. And yesterday I was on the horn and I was right there. Yep. So how does everybody like my little bunnies over here? Oh geez, I'm gonna have to do some, oh, little guy fell. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna have to do something with these guys too. But like I said, I've got 2 weeks and I'm going away, so I've got to get my website with some stuff in there for sale. And I got roadside pickup. You just message me, and if you go on my Etsy shop, you can see that they're a little more pricey, but that's because I have to ship them out. Canada Post. So, you know, if you want to message me and come and get it at the house, I can save you on the shipping. And that's about $40 to $50. Sometimes even $60. So that comes right off the top of your wreath. You know? There we go. Got this, we've got this, so we've got these greens, these greens, these greens. And now we've got all kinds of different flowers. I've got some flowers that are more expensive, some that are not. But if they go all together and they look good in the wreath, then we keep them. If not, we don't use them. That's pretty too, but that might be too pink. But my little tulips, oh, I love these tulips. These tulips are so sweet. And that's, you know, Easter. So we might use the tulips. I love these tulips. Oh, I wish I had more. And I have white tulips. We'll have to see. I have a whole lot of these came in. And then I have some more pink. That pink might not be any good. I don't know about this pink. We might be able to get some of this in. And then the odd big one. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And I have more white here. So if this white is too white, which I think it is, because I like the cream color, we're not using it. So we've got all the flowers we're going to use. We've got some greens we're going to use. And we're going to go to town. So here we go. You'll have to excuse me. Okay, so this keeps falling down. Not okay. I know what I'm gonna have to do. Burp my hand. I'm gonna have to pick up this. So yeah, I just fixed that little bunny's ear, and this guy's here. This guy, oh, I don't like that. He should be up in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on him. Up inside. Like if you always see these little threads, you cut them off. But if it's glue threads, then you just take a blow dryer and hope for the best. But I check over everything. So now we've got the carrots in, we've got the bunny, we've got these guys. Now we're going to go in with our greens. I think I'm going to start out with these greens and these greens. And then we'll go in with the flowers. Okie dokie. Now, might want to put one up here. Perfect. Doesn't need it that much. Now you want to cover the swag, because it is a Christmas swag. So you want to cover that. So I'm going to do one at a time. You can push these up. Sometimes cut them right down. There's a lot on this bush. Now, I just realized the microphone is on my sweater, so I hope that it's not going back and forth. Maybe I'll just leave it here and you'll be able to hear me, because I'm hitting my easel and you're probably going to get a lot of static. I don't want that. So at the beginning we had some problems with the lighting, and then nobody could hear me, so you guys came on and told me can't hear you. So I said thank you so kindly. So we got that fixed. And then yeah, the lighting was a little so we're trying to fix that. So we're coming along, and thanks for stopping in and dealing with us. You know, it's all new to me. Like, I haven't been here. It's been a while, and I was up in London, in Barrie, Ontario, and I stopped doing it. And then I came home to Crystal Beach, and everybody says, "Oh, come on, you've got to do it." And I was like, "Okay." And it's been good for me. And I've met a lot of nice people, so thank you for all of that. And now, get some more. Oh, the screen is looking really nice. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Oh, me and my greens, I get so upset. And I'll be shopping for greens, and I'll be touching every green, and my girlfriend was like, "What are you doing?" I gotta feel it. I gotta know it. When I feel it, it's the one. And she laughs at me. You know, if I had it. There we go. We got her. Okay. So, I'm kind of working my way around. I still see some loops and holes and stuff like that, but I just want to make sure. There we go. That's a bit long. So what's everybody up to today besides watching me? Saturday, and I think tomorrow I'm coming on in the morning, because I still have that wreath with the little ladder that I want to finish for you guys. And I want to do that for you. And then there's another beach one. And then there's a bumblebee one. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to be busy this week. Oh, look at how pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. Love it. I'm gonna need it. Oh, this is gonna go so good. Oh, I get so happy over my greens. Isn't that crazy? You say that girl, she gets so happy over her greens. Well, I do. Because when a plan comes together, it is so good. Because I am flying by the seat of my pants on this one, ladies and gentlemen. God, I hope you guys like this. It looks so pretty from here. Anyway, I was just playing around with some of my picks. And there. That's nice. Okay. And got another one over here. Uh-oh. My mic just fell off. Oh boy, am I having problems with that mic today. Holy moly, where did he go? Oh my God. Run away, Mike. You better stop. I don't know where it is. Okay. Now I have one more. It's a big one, so I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to put it in here. You got to have something in there. Okay, so I think it needs not enough greens. Looks like it's got enough greens. I'm asking my son in the background. You guys take a good look at that and tell me. It's got all the different. So it's on an angle, don't forget. So I'm going to add some flowers. Let's get some flowers. Oh, these pretty tulips. Hopefully I got enough. No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to do one at a time. Ooh. That's all they had left. I'm waiting for another shipment. Okay. No, and I don't like that green. Okay. I found my happy place. Turning. Okay. And I see another little place. Go. I like these. I like the little wispy. There we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in with some of these too, you know, because they look pretty too. After. Let's get these guys in first. It just happened to be that I had some left over from another project. Look at these pink ones. Aren't they sweet? They are going to look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so happy. Woo! Happy, happy, happy. I'm going to start doing the happy dance. You're going to say, stick to the reefs. Oh, we all love to have a little fun once in a while, right? Do the happy dance. There you go. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. I'll put some up in here because it's the same color. Yep. Found a spot, found a spot, got a spot. See, sometimes I grab the glue and I don't look. I look away and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. It's going to get all over the place. Yeah. But like I told you, this is the first one I've ever made like this. So this is all new to me. And I have one more pink. And I don't know if I should put it in here. Or over here. We got one up there, one up there, one up there, one up there. None down here and one over here. So we'll put some other pink over there. We'll get this guy in up here. How's that? What you do on one side, you do on the other. And I learned that from a gentleman that makes wreaths. Boy, he's good too. I learned a lot from him, and he's so kind. There. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Now I feel like I'm working like this. So I wish there was more light here I could see. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting up. I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that. Maybe some greens after. Not that, not that. And I'm gonna start with some of these because they look so pretty. And I think I got enough greens in. I don't think I even need any of this. Well, you never know. Okay, so that's, and this I'm gonna have to cut. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this and snip this. You won't be able to see that because I've only got so much of this. So I'm looking here. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, Oh, that's pretty. I love that peekaboo stuff. Okay, I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna snip right here. And I'm gonna come in over here. I gotta do something in here too, I know. Oh, that's pretty. Woo! See, sometimes when you have extra hanging around, it's good that you can use it. Why not? Okay, I gotta get something in here pretty soon. These two in here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep those two. Get some there, some there. I need, Yep, just bear with me. I'm getting into the zone here. There's there. Pink there. Put a little down here. I'm running out. So we got pink there. We've got some pink there. Pink there. We need some here. We need some over here. There we go. We only have a couple left. Poor bunny. Oh, there we go. That's in there. Maybe we can stick one up in here. Very, very little. I wish I had a pick machine. There. One's better than nothing. Okie dokie. Wow. I think that is beautiful. What's everybody think? I hope you all like it. Anyway, this is Flora from Flora's Place Shop on Etsy and my new YouTube channel. And I hope you'll come back and see me. And yeah, and there's so many other things we're going to do. So just come along on the journey with me. So every day is a different something new. And like I said, we have a vintage clothing. Check that out. Vintage jewelry. And I'm going to stick to the wreath. And we're going to have a lovely day. So you guys have a good weekend. And I'll hope to see you soon. Bye for now.